Okay, what's going on, everyone out there? Anyone who's tuning in, thank you for joining my channel. This is the SBN Lifestyle. I appreciate every one of you for watching. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time now, but I had problems uploading it and other things, so I'll get right into it anyway. The reason why I want to tell people that life is pointless, that it's absolutely pointless, is not to depress people. It's not what you think it is when I talk about it in a video. Because even though, yes, life is pointless, I know this, and maybe you haven't told yourself that yet, that we're born, we live, and we die, all of us. And it really has no meaning unless you think that there's some kind of afterlife and there's some kind of point to all this. And if that's what you think, that's what you think. You know, I can't get into your mind and, change your mind or have you think a certain way. But for me, and the reason why I'm doing this video about life is pointless, because every time I get up, this is what I tell myself. I say, it's just another day. It's just another day, Nate. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. And all that. And it's easy for me to say that to people. But I went through a period of expelling all of this worry and all of these thoughts of what the world was doing and what everybody else was doing and what I thought was going on. And like there was all these people doing all these great things in the world. And yes, there are things to do in life. I'm not saying that there aren't things to do. See, but when you tell yourself this, at least for me, I'm going to reflect on me in this. When I tell myself that life is pointless, it makes my day better, a little better. And it doesn't always make my day so much better. I'm only a human, and you'll hear that's what my slogan is. This is the SBN Lifestyle, and remember that we are only human. So, I'm going to get more into the life, that life is pointless and the meaning behind it. See, when we think that there is this purpose for us, then what do we do when we think that there's a purpose, or we think there's a meaning, or we think that we're chosen, or we have some ultimate agenda to do? What do we do? Just really think about it. What do? You build up these expectations for everything. And then you say, I can't fail. I can't embarrass myself. I can't look like I don't care. And see, not a lot of people will agree with this way of life and way of living. And I'm not sure if, I know it's the Buddha, I think, that do this. And I forget his name. I'm sorry that the Dalai Lama, I think that he said this. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But he said that something like this, that it's called the Nothingness. And he said that if we could get to the nothingness, if we could get to be nothing, then that's when we can see and be enlightened, with all this stuff around us, and we could actually have some kind of peace of mind, And I know a lot of you got a bunch of chaos going on in your head and in your life, and I understand, because life is chaotic. I got a video, The Chaotic Going. It never stops, y'all. It never stops. It's chaos. Life is chaos. But The total opposite of chaos is nothingness, is nothing, is absolutely nothing. You see, and this is what the Buddha does. And I'm not telling you got to be a Buddha and wear an orange robe and shave your head and all that. I'm not saying that you have to do that. But when you start letting this concept get into your head, you can let go of so many things. And you can just say, look, it's another day. I don't want to go through this day today. I don't want to live through this crap. And just admit it to yourself and say it to yourself out loud, and you will reverse this expectation of the day that you have to do something great, that you have to be something for someone, that you have to think about what everybody else is doing in the world and what they're saying. And you can let go of all that pressure and baggage and all that stuff. I don't want to say negativity, because we all have negativity and this positivity thing. You know, I don't go for the whole positivity message because it's too one-sided. You see, it's not on both sides. It's not the yin and the yang. It's not the SBN lifestyle. And I'm going to keep saying this because I need people to see that with the SBN lifestyle, that's my brand, that's me, and that's what I mean. It's the yin and the yang. It's the I'm somebody but nobody mentality. And this is what brings you to this ball of nothingness and saying that I am nothing. I'm only a human. You see, and I'll use this example. If you get this far in the video, thank you for getting this far, because not a lot of people have attention spans like that, and it's hard to keep people on these videos. But I'll use this example. Osho, O-S-H-O. Look him up if you're interested in this nothingness concept. He said this: if you never tasted sugar before, then how will you know what it tastes like? You see, if you never experienced eating sugar before, then you're not going to know what sugar tastes like, or the texture of it, or what it is, and you're not going to relate to what it is. And see, I can't lie to you. I went through this thing in my life where I went through a very, very, very bad time. And I still have bad times, but it's nowhere near the bad times that I was having and how I felt. You know, I wanted to kill myself. I was a drug addict. I was drinking a fifth a day. I was taking benzodiazepines, Suboxone, shooting up whenever I could, doing anything I could, anything that I could get my hands on to erase this feeling that I had, this feeling of expecting to be better and expecting to get better. And I was blocking it out with the drugs, you know, and this is why I want to get this across, and I want to get this in your mind, that life is pointless. But that still doesn't mean that you can't make something out of this moment. And I understand that a lot of you don't want to do nothing. And that's fine. Do nothing. People that tell you to be motivated, all they're doing is telling you to go against the grain of what you're really going to do, or what you're going to say, or how you're going to be. And that pushes people away. That makes people even more of what you're telling them to do. It drives them away even more. I know how it is. We're all humans, and it's like the forbidden fruit. You know, if I tell you, you can have every single fruit in this garden, except for this fruit, this tiny little tasty golden colored fruit. What fruit are you going to want? What fruit are you going to want? And I don't want to use that analogy because then people will be thinking about the Bible, and that's kind of the only concept that I thought of right now, so that's what I'll use. And I will use concepts that are in the Bible because there is some things in the Bible that are very relatable, but yet it is a book that I think was written by man, and I don't know. It might have been inspired by God. I don't know, but I'm not getting into that in this video. Life is pointless. Keep telling yourself this. Keep telling yourself that life is pointless and you're not losing out on anything. All you're doing is you're getting rid of all the baggage in your life. You're getting rid of all the expectations. You're getting rid of all the things that tell you that you have to be something that you're not, or you have to go to this place with this group of people. And there's so many things going on that I'm missing out on and I'm not a part of, and I need to be there. I thought the same way for years and years and years. And the funny thing is you know where it was leading? Where it was leading me? It was leading me to nothing. It was leading me to nothingness. And see, this is what the pride and the ego is. It is the chasing the wind of your expectations and chasing the wind of there's so much going on in the world that I'm not a part of and I need to be a part of it. And I'm not telling you that you cannot do things that you are interested in. I'm not saying this. But what I'm saying is if you are chasing this wind and you are chasing after these expectations and you're chasing these dreams in your head and all that, you're never going to get to that unless you just do something. Unless you do it right now, nothing's going to happen. You can hope your whole life. You can think things are going to happen, but they're not going to happen until you do them. And that's if you want to do them. I'm not telling you that you have to do anything, because I would recommend that you don't do anything. If you do something you like to do, then do it the best that you can. But if you don't want to do nothing, don't do nothing. Be still, be silent, meditate, and get in what your brain needs to have for the day, if it needs to have it, you know? But and I know I didn't talk a whole lot about the pointless side of life. But see, these are the things that you have to see too, because it's a balance. See, if you're over here all the time, then you're not going to know or relate to what's over here. That's the yin and the yang. That's the SBN lifestyle that I talk about on this channel. And it's, if you're so one-sided, then you're never going to really know what this is. And you're never going to experience it. And you're never going to tell yourself, it's another day and this is pointless. So let me let go and let me just live in the moment and be what I'm going to be anyway, because my time is short. I don't have long anyway. So why am I going to worry? Why am I going to have all these expectations? Why am I going to live up to all these standards of the world? Why am I going to do what everyone else is doing and saying? Why am I going to follow this group of people? Why am I going to try to impress anybody? Why am I going to be involved with these political parties that do absolutely nothing for no one? It's just people spewing out ideas and all these things, and nobody's really doing nothing. You see, they're not doing nothing. They're fooling themselves into thinking that they're getting somewhere and they're doing something, and they're not getting nowhere. And see, that's the great thing, is that when you're not getting nowhere, then you can realize this nothingness. You can be in this circle of nothingness, that nothing matters, that it's okay if you make mistakes and fail. And I'm not doing this video as like a motivational speaker. I'm doing it to spew out brutal honesty and for you to get honest with yourself. So get honest with yourself is all that I could ask for you to do for you. So with that, I'm going to end the video, and I will be doing another video on this. This is not, I didn't even touch the tip of the iceberg with this life is pointless concept. So I'm going to get more into that in another video. I don't know when I'll do it again, but if you watched, please subscribe and, like my video, hit the bell if you want. I hate saying this stuff, but I got to remind people. So thank you for watching. And this is the SBN Lifestyle. Only human.